Hey everyone! Today's quick question video comes because Hannah asked me this question. Who gave Shakespeare the okay to make English? Well, many of you know Annalise, but maybe less of you know that she happens to be a published author. And here's her book. It's called The Cup. And this is my shameless plug. You can go find it on Amazon right now and buy your own copy of it. But she also has a blog, and she works both as a writer for a magazine and as an editor. So since she also happens to be my lovely wife and far more of an expert on the English language than I am, I thought I'd bring her in today to help me answer this question for Hannah.
So, William Shakespeare. He was born in 1564 in England, and he was referred to also as the Bard of Avon or the Swan of Avon. He's considered by many people to be the greatest actor of our time, and he was also a poet, and he also wrote plays. The reason that his work has lasted so long is because he wrote about humans, their emotions, and their conflicts, things that haven't changed since Adam and Eve. He would put new words in his plays because he lived when there was a new trend in drama. Instead of just using rhymes, playwrights were also beginning to use prose, so they would put words in their plays as if it was conversations happening between two people. If he was writing and he couldn't think of a good word, Shakespeare would just make one up. He invented over 1,700 of our common words. He would change nouns into verbs and verbs into adjectives. He would connect words that had never been used together. He would add prefixes and suffixes. He would make up completely new words, and sometimes he just would smash two words together. So a few of the words that he came up with, we actually hear a lot, like puppy dog, resolve, shipwrecked, unreal, friended, Facebook probably likes that one, yelping, zany. But some of the words he invented, a lot of us probably have never heard. Desponge, incarnadine, insisture, conspicuities. It's crazy to think that someone who was born almost 500 years ago made so many words, and a lot of them are still used today.
Yeah, and so as Annalise, just showed us, the value of the things that Shakespeare said lasted and were important even still today. They had a lasting impact beyond what Shakespeare could know. And much like that, our words have a lasting impact beyond what we can know. And I don't know if you realize this or not, but the words that we say and the attitude we have when we say them and the words themselves that we say matter to God. So listen to James chapter 1, verses 19 through 20, and then verse 26. Dear brothers and sisters, make note of this. Everyone should be quick to listen, slow to speak, and slow to become angry, because human anger does not produce the righteousness that God desires. And then verse 26, those who consider themselves religious and yet do not keep a tight rein on their tongues deceive themselves, and their religion is worthless. The tongue, the words we say, the attitude we have when we say them, and even the words that we choose matter to God. We should be quick to listen and slow to speak. If you say the first thing that comes to your head every time, you oftentimes end up embarrassing yourself. And it's important to realize that your words are meaningful. What you say to people, it really does matter. The way you talk with your parents, siblings, family, strangers, and even your friends, it all matters. This doesn't go only for the words you say, but the words that you type on social media, on text messages, that stuff that you do on your phone, any kind of word or symbol that you use to represent yourself as a person, all of it is so important. I hope that this video helps you realize words are powerful. They have meaning, and people are always listening to you. Even when you feel like you aren't being heard, aren't being seen, or aren't being watched, I know for sure God is always there. And your words, your thoughts, your texts, they all matter to Him. I hope you'll choose to be really intentional with your words and realize they mean more than you might think. Comment below with more questions you might want answered in the future. And Hannah, I hope this helps you to realize Shakespeare didn't come up with the entire English language, but he did come up with many of the words we're still using today. And your words matter too, Hannah. God bless you all today.